Hello and welcome to the studio. I'm Georgia Stock and I'm here with Oak Mountain Media's supervising producer, Miss Maddie Goodwin. So Maddie, how are you doing? I'm so happy that you are in here today. I've been wanting to actually sit down and have an interview with you for so long now. So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little tired today, but it's been rough coming back after Christmas break. The senioritis is hitting.
I bet the senioritis is really kicking in. But I wanted to come in and ask you a couple questions. So the first thing I wanted to ask you was, I know that you love to do art. I know that you love to do paintings, you like to do cool drawings and stuff like that. So what really inspired you to want to be able to like draw and color and be able to produce so many awesome pieces of artwork?
Ever since I was little, I was always coloring in coloring books. Like me and my grandmother would do it together, and just from then I would do that, and then I'd do crafts, and then eventually I loved art class at school.
Yeah.
So then in middle school, I remember I did elective wheel, and then got into art that way, and then just kind of kept it up. And then freshman year, you can see a real improvement because I had Miss McKinney, which I love her so much, and I mean she really helped me kind of get my skills together. And so from then I was like, okay, I got to keep doing it.
I love that. So last night, like I told you earlier, I was stalking your reels. And I love your reels, the ones that you make of you doing like when you're actually working them out, working on them. I think that's so cool. So my other question is that whenever you are producing a new piece of artwork or something like that and you envision the final product, does it always look like the final product that you envision in your head?
Okay, it depends on what I'm doing, because a lot of times if I'm out and about, I'll try and take pictures of things that really inspire me, and so it depends on if I want to stay true to that image or whatever. But I just did a dog for my cousin Drew for Christmas, and it turned out better than I hoped, and I did it using these oil sticks, and I've also done a picture of Hope with them, which is really funny. But my goal for those was to show more of the colors that I see in the dog and in her skin, and so instead of looking more smooth, it's really colorful. So that one was a real really liked how that one turned out, but it didn't end up looking exactly like the picture.
But it looked similar to what you wanted it to look like.
So
I love that. So out of your history of artwork and be able to produce all these, what would you say throughout your high school career has been the hardest piece that you have been able to create? Especially with the AP exam too. I talk a little bit about that too.
So we have to do 15 projects for AP art, and you can kind of mess with it, and some of them can be sketches, but you should aim to have around 12 fully done pieces. And last year I was in Art 3 and AP Art, and in Art 3 we started doing this project with colored pencils, and I got so excited about it that I wanted to do one in AP Art too. And colored pencils, they take me forever, so I ended up I was doing that, and it was homecoming at the same time, and I always do our grade's banner for that. So I was doing that and 2 color pencil projects, and I just did not sleep for a while because it was
she
just.
She woke up and chose Picasso that day.
It was.
She did it all.
So
I love that.
Those were probably the hardest.
Oh my gosh, I love that, and the banner looked really good. I love
Thank
y'all's
you.
banner. It looked really good. But okay, along from being an artist and the woman Picasso, I love that. So going to Oak Mountain Media, what has being a leader in Oak Mountain Media and being the vice president of Oak Mountain Media done for you?
I think it's honestly made me a lot more confident, and I feel I'm better at speaking just to people in general, and also speaking in front of people, because I used to be so shy, which is kind of hard to believe. But when I was little, I just would not feel comfortable with that. And so I feel I've really kind of come out of my shell, and just I'm a lot more confident in that way.
I love that. I love that this program is able to, because I used to be really shy, and I used to be how you were whenever I was really little too, and it was whenever Mr. Milton he recruited me, I really saw myself be able to come out of my shell and be who I want to be. But how does it feel to be running a club with your freaking best friend?
Oh my gosh.
That sounds so much fun.
It is. It's so funny because, I mean, we never thought that we'd be doing this together, but it's worked out so well because we can work on stuff all the time. I don't feel scared texting her about anything because we just always. It's just so easy. And we actually took a personality test over the summer at camp, and it's the Myers-Briggs one, and we were the total opposite letters. So I was an INFJ and she was an ESTP. And it's so I guess we just really kind of balance each other out. I can reel her back in, but she can pull me out. So
that's how it is with me and Ashley. But another question that I have for you is, what is your favorite part about being in Oak Mountain Media besides leadership, like leadership team and stuff like that, what is your favorite part of being in the class and in the club?
Probably all the people, just because it's a really like, I feel like diverse group of people that I don't ever see in any of my other classes. So it's really nice to be able to come here and just kind of like be able to talk with so many different people and see them every day.
Yeah, I love that. But for my final question that I have for you today, so as you are a senior, you are going to college. What do you plan on attending?
I'm going to Auburn. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to Auburn
yes.
too. What do you plan on majoring in?
So I'm thinking, originally I was going to major in just like studio art, but then I got to thinking and I really like decorating, and so I've always had this joke that I'll just become a realtor if I do art and I'm like broke.
You'd be a
so
good realtor.
thank you. So now I'm thinking about majoring in interior design and minoring in art, so I can be a realtor and I can stage the houses and I can put my art in there. I have this whole plan
cool.
going.
You can have someone walk into your house and be like, "Who painted that?" I did.
I did.
That would be awesome. But,
So
so for my final question, and I usually like to ask like students who I come in here and interview, what would you, so talking to underclassmen who watch these interviews, what would you say to underclassmen that you wish someone would have told you whenever you were going throughout your high school path?
Probably honestly that stuff is just not as big of a deal as you think it is. Like if you're really tired one night and cannot get your math homework done, don't worry about it. Like just go to bed. Like it'll be fine tomorrow. And like same thing with like what people think of you. They just don't, like it doesn't all matter. Because I've really had to, I'm a perfectionist and I want everything to be good all the time. And it's like, no, like it can't. You just have to like tell yourself like, okay, sometimes I'm not going to do this and it's going to be fine. Like you'll still graduate.
You'll still live.
Yeah.
Like, it's one grade. It's
so,
okay. But thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that I got to talk to you, and I'm so glad I got to get to know a little bit more about your art. But as for Oak Mountain Media, I'm Georgia Stock, and if you would like to check out our Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, it'll be all at OakMTN Media. And if you'd like to check out our interviews or any other studio content, it'll be all at oakmtnmedia.com. Thank you so much.